I always thought that one of the prerequisites of becoming a police officer was that you were fit enough to, should you chase after a thief, a robber or a criminal, have a good chance of catching them. But is all that set to change? Are we asking too much of our police officers these days? So recently, one of our politicians made the point that he thought the Garda, the police fitness test, was too demanding. It was just too difficult because too many people were failing it. So in his view, in his party's view, the test should be scaled down, should be made easier to try and entice more people, shall we say less fit people, to get into the police force. And he seemed to think that was a pretty good idea. Now, when I heard this first, I thought, wow, I don't like where that's going. I don't like the sound of that straight off the bat. So I thought, well, why not look into it? So let's hop on over here straight away. We'll go to Dublin Live. And Garda fitness test here. This is from Emma Nevin. Garda fitness test, quote, too demanding, as almost 1/6 of trainees fail. This is the fitness test to get into the police, to get into the Gardai. You have to obviously do some tests, and one of them is a fitness test to see, can you catch that thief? Can you catch that robber? Anyway, a lot of them are failing it. What's going on here, and what's the solution? Well, according to Dublin Live, let's see. Alright, let's read on. The difficulty of the Garda fitness test is affecting recruitment efforts for the force, a government TD has said. Figures released by the Minister of Justice, Simon Harris, to Deputy Jim O'Callaghan, shows that as of December, 55 candidates out of 315 failed their physical competency test, PCT, in 2022. That's last year. So that's 55 out of 315. Just couldn't do it, couldn't hack it. Right, okay. As far as I'm aware, I mean, it's the Garda fitness. It's not the parachute regiment. It's not the SAS. So it's not. I mean, we're not talking severe boot camp here. Anyway, we'll look more into it and see, is there anything to this, or is this all another load of bunk? So just try and lower standards, which seems to be the modern way. If in doubt, lower standards. The Dublin Bay South TD said the, quote, unprecedented budget of 2.14 billion allocated to the police and Garda Síochána this year enables ongoing recruitment of Gardai, but the level of fitness test failures is affecting the drive to boost falling Garda numbers. So his answer is, let's just get in less fit people. So the fact that they can't catch criminals, chase after thieves, robbers, criminals, whatever, that should have nothing but to do with it. Okay, like I said, I don't like where this is going immediately. I don't like where this is going. Okay, so the physical competency test for Garda Síochána is composed of a shuttle run, bleep test, push-ups, standard enough, a 2-hour break. Grand. Get your breath back there in 2 hours. An obstacle course and a push-pull machine. Don't know what push-pull. Well, I assume it is, as it says on the tin. You push it and you pull it. Deputy O'Callaghan said, it's my understanding that the pass requirements for the shuttle run push-ups differ between the sexes and age brackets. Well, yeah, I think they do. Women don't have to do as many as lads in all these things, which is a bit weird because, if you're chasing a criminal, you're chasing a criminal. Should you not have to be a certain fitness? Anyway, look, sorry, I'm not going to get into the weeds on that. Let's finish the thing. Yeah, the obstacle course has to be completed 3 times in under 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And if you fail any component, you must repeat the whole test. I'm concerned, this is from our politician friend who wants basically take everybody in, even if they can barely walk. I'm concerned, said the TD, that the fitness test is too demanding, out of step with other jurisdictions, and is becoming a growing factor blocking recruitment. The PSNI, that's the Northern Police, physical assessment, for example, is similar to our one, but allows 4 minutes and 30 seconds for the obstacle course. I don't know if it's the same obstacle course. Is it a long one? I don't know. It doesn't say here. Canadian cadets undertake physical abilities requirement evaluation, which again is similar to our assessment but doesn't have the bleep test component, and allows 5 minutes and 30 seconds for the obstacle course. Again, what obstacle course? Is it the same obstacle? I can't imagine they're all the same obstacle. They probably have different things. An obstacle course is whatever you make it yourself. It's not a standard thing, you know. The Fianna Fáil TD believes the time limits placed on trainees to complete the PCT is contributing to the failure of meeting recruitment targets and should be reviewed as a matter of urgency. So they're not getting enough police people to take up the job. This politician's answer to the problem is we'll scrap all the standards. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure that's a particularly good plan straight off the bat, because there you end up with a lot of people who just aren't up to the job doing the job, and that's never good when it comes to the police force. Anyway, can we find anything to do with this test? Can we have a look at it and see what's going on there? Yes, take it away. All right, let's see now. Okay, first things first. Let me skip on a bit here. 2 stages, right? Shuttle run. What's the shuttle run? Give us a ging at the shuttle run here. Yes, okay. So okay. If you fail any part of it, you have to repeat the whole thing. Number 1, the shuttle run. Let's go. Give it to me. Yeah. All right. Get in there. Okay. Not exactly killing themselves there, are they? Huh? What's that? A jog in the park? A jogger should be jogging faster than that. That it? Okay, you're kind of picking up a bit of speed now, all right, but Jesus, it's not exactly the Olympics, is it? All right, yeah. All right, so far I'm not... All right, come on, let's okay, give me something more. What have we got next here? All right, there's a lad talking. Don't need to see what he's saying. Right, push-ups. Sit-ups and push-ups. Let's go. What have we got here? Okay, 18 to 25, 35 sit-ups. No big deal there. 26 to 35. So letting out fellas in. 32 sit-ups. And yeah, that's... I'm the most unfit guy in the world. I could probably do that. 25 push-ups. No, this. Look, hold on. What am I missing here? Homer Simpson could do this stuff. All right, look, right, push-ups. I'm not seeing it, lads. I'm not seeing it. Okay, let's move on. What have we got here? Yeah, a few pull-ups. That's, again, the obstacle course. All right, let's see what this is all about. Okay. All right. Okay. Speed, balance, yeah, okay, strength. Run up a few steps. Get over a gate. Now you see that. Look, he's not running that fast. That was his speed it up. His fast motion. That's to make it look impressive. Walking on a plank. Okay. The SAS. This is not. Oh, getting under a yoke. Pulling a bit of a dummy there. Bit of a mannequin. Get up a few steps. Down a few steps. Across the gate. You know what? You might want to be chased a lad through a field. You know, you have to be able to get over a gate. Very important for a guard. Walking the plank again. Oh, she fell off there. Oh, yeah, you can't be kicking them. No, there's a bit of a lack of coordination there. All right, hold on, boys, hold on. That's the obstacle course. That's the obstacle. There's the push and pull machine. I was wondering what that was. Again, yeah. What's the big deal with that? That's me arse, lads. That's me arse. Huh? You'd be doing more work taking your shopping to the car from Tesco. It'd be a tougher workout taking your bags of shopping to the car. Right? Okay. Look, is it just me? But I'm sorry. No, that's not hard. That's not hard at all. I could do that. And I'm the most unfit person on the planet. And I could do that without breaking a sweat. After coming home from the pub on a Saturday night with a feed of pints and a curry in me, I could do that. Who are they trying to attract into this? Homer Simpson? Is the new standard going to be anybody who basically can draw breath unaided? Because that's not hard. I could do that. So if I could do that, I mean, I'm trying to think of the people who couldn't do it. So no, am I impressed? No, not at all. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Anyway, yeah, so what do you make of that? But we'll hop on here to my old friends. Not often you see me reading an article from the journal.ie. Never say never. This is from my friends at the journal.ie. Gardai say standards must be maintained in fitness tests in the wake of criticism for TD. Yeah, well, look, you've seen pretty much the thing there. It ain't no big deal. It ain't no great shake. So if you're failing that, I'm a middle-aged, totally out of shape guy, and I probably haven't seen the inside of a gym since PE class in secondary school. But judging by what I saw there, I could probably do that test without that great a difficulty late on a Saturday night after I come home from the pub with a feed of pints and a chicken curry in me. I could probably do it without killing myself. Yeah, so that's saying something. A Garda representative leader has said that standards must not be dropped on recruit fitness levels, but efforts must be made to meet the required recruitment numbers for the force. So yeah, he's saying, look, we do need the people in, but the answer isn't let's just dismantle all the standards. That's not the way forward, and I agree with him there. President of the Garda Representative Association, Garda Brendan O'Connor, was speaking after TD and Fianna Fáil Justice spokesman Jim O'Callaghan suggested basically to scrap everything. Just take anybody with a pulse. And if the new requirement for joining on Garda Síochána is the ability to breathe unaided, it seems to me, judging by where this is going. O'Callaghan said that he had concerns that the standard was too demanding. I'll tell you what my concerns are. My concerns are that somebody breaks into your house, is running down the road with your stuff, and the Garda comes along and can't chase him because he's huffing and puffing and about to have a heart attack. He's just totally unfit. Yeah, that's what my concern is there. That's where I'm concerned. That you'll be hiring people that just can't do the basics. They just can't chase after a thief. Police work 101, the ability to chase and catch a thief. Anyway, sorry, getting off message there. But both Garda spokesman and Garda Brendan O'Connor on behalf of the GRA said that it was important to maintain standards. Well, I'm with you on that, Garda Brendan O'Connor. I'm with you on that. At present, the physical competency test, the PCT, which is carried out during the recruitment process, consists of beep tests, pushing and pulling, basically farting about. We did harder work in PE class. Honestly, a PE class was harder than that. Now, I know we were young and probably a lot fitter, but still, come on. It's no big deal jumping over a gate and fluting around, pulling a dummy. Stop it. Will you stop? Stop with that nonsense. Similar tests are in the UK and Australia. Yeah, we got that. Similar, but they're not the same. They're all talking about these. Oh, they have longer time for obstacle courses. But what obstacle course? Like, theirs isn't the same. I'm sure they don't have lads jumping over gates like we have. Maybe they do. But I'd suggest they're totally different. Come on, it's apples and oranges here. The government has allocated a load of money, which means they can recruit potential new Gardaí, but they're just not getting enough of them in. Anyway, listen, we're not going to read through all this. Basically, he's saying the solution is not in any way to reduce the standards to ensure that sufficient numbers of applicants are presented to Garda Síochána for screening and vetting. The GRA, that's the Garda representative people, believes that there are many issues that are making a career in Garda less attractive, and fixing these would attract more than enough high caliber candidates with the appropriate skills and competencies that are required. Yeah, so look, I think basically you could just blame it all on the fitness things they're too hard and not enough totally unfit people can get in. But it's got to do with, I'm sure, pay is an issue. Pay is always an issue. There probably isn't enough money for the job. A lot of people don't want to work shifts. A lot of people don't want to work weekends. You're in that kind of world now. So you can't just lay it all at the door of there's too many unfit people not allowed to get in, and if we just lowered the standards or threw out the standards, we'd have loads of people getting in. No, you'd have loads of the wrong people getting in is what you'd have. So I would say this is bunk. There's probably a lot more to it. It's not just a fitness test. There's obviously a lot more than that, putting people off joining the police force. So I think they should probably address things to do with pay and conditions, and stop with this nonsense of if we just let basically the completely out of shape people join the police force, a job in which fitness is a main component, then the problems would be solved. The problems wouldn't be solved. What you'd have then is all the much fitter criminal underworld basically just running away from the police, and nothing the police could do with it because they're all coughing, wheezing, and basically about to collapse. because they were let into the police force and they couldn't even jump across a gate. So there you are. No, it's not the answer. Leave the standards as they are. I think we're grand. Thanks, but no thanks.